Alright, man, you got this all the way down here. What you trying to do?
I'm surprised y'all showed up. Okay, look, me and my team about to knock you and your nigga out on the count of 3. Alright, 3.
Who?
Hey, even Wookiees need a little love. Call now at 1-900.
When we talk about things that we can grab actual facts for, and it doesn't have to deal with people thinking things, it just makes it a little bit more easier for me, because when I'm talking about things that we have to use common sense, you know, a lot of times that's when the people who don't have much common sense then want to have a conversation with me.
What the fuck?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And just so we can be clear, how often do I tell y'all what happens in the future? I've been trying to not do that as of lately. I'm not telling you it. I'm just saying things, and I don't know if I'm speaking these shits into existence because I don't know these people personally. So I don't know if I'm just speaking this shit into existence or the Most High is just letting me know what's happening before it happened. I don't have the slightest idea. What up to your boy Jimmy Belcher? You still upset that you're not? I hope you're not upset still. I don't know what to tell you. If you are, you are. I can't do nothing about it. I'm assuming that that was some kind of sarcasm. But a lot of these OGs, they can't make it on their own at all. Not even a little bit. You understand? They live with women, and there's not nothing wrong with that, because we all at all times, sometimes we always gonna need somebody to be of assistance and help us up or whatever it is.
What the fuck?
Like that, shut your bitch ass up.
But these dudes, they don't have nothing. I'm not even talking about the dudes that live in the shelters, because to a degree, I respect that. You needed help and you went and got it.
Hey, yo, check this out. Check this out. So, y'all know I've been staying at this hotel right now since about September, right? So I've been here for a dumb long time. I probably spent about $40,000, $50,000 here. Y'all already know what it is.
See, now that's some bullshit.
Shout out to Jay Green. How you doing this morning, baby girl? I think that's a chick. I can't see your pictures, a little blurry. Says hi, Jack. Hi, how you doing? What up, Rhonda from upstate New York? Says hi, Frost. Hi, Frost. Shout out to Mahogany. She says good morning, Jack. Chat. Please get them likes up. Show some support. Likes are free. That's a fact. Appreciate you. Shout out to your boy Jimmy Belcher. Like I said before, every time the thing happened that happened, I usually remove the person from being an admin for a couple of days. That's just Arta D Glass. Do you remember when you accidentally kicked somebody and I removed you from being an admin for a couple of days?
You stupid motherfucker.
So that's how you could tell what people's intentions are about you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to say something real quick. And I'm going to use a relationship, a man and a woman's relationship, just so we can get a clear understanding. If in a relationship with you and a woman, you always have to take the high road, leave her. If in this relationship with a man, you always have to take the high road, leave him.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Anybody that forces you to always take the high road doesn't take any responsibility for their actions. There's a difference between being humble and being a doormat. Often, people don't want you to be humble. They just want to be able to do what they want to do with you. And they use you not being humble to get you to not do the thing to them that they deserve. Now, could you just verbalize that in the chat for me when you get an opportunity, Art of D Glass?
What the fuck?
Just so we could understand that this is a thing that's done. When you accidentally kick somebody, I take the admin for a couple of days. It is what it is. This is a common practice that I've been using for years. So if somebody gets upset and angry, that makes me think you were always against me, because I've always operated this way. And there is no bones about it. There's people who have told me that they didn't want to be an admin because they didn't want this to happen. Just so we can be clear. So everyone knows that I do this. If you accidentally kick someone, I just remove you from admin for a while. If you complain and it's a big deal, I don't give it back. It just is what it is. Miss Mahogany says, do you think it's ego-driven? Do I think what is ego-driven? Shout out to Hassan Shipman. Salute. How you doing this morning? Do I think what is ego-driven? Shout out to Darkwing. We got Darkwing in the house. Chilling, doing all of the things. And also remember, these OGs that they don't have nothing. They also don't even have anybody stalking them. They don't got anybody trying to hurt their brand. They don't have any enemies.
Wool up, nigga. Wool up, wool up, wool up. Just wool up.
What the fuck?
You stupid motherfucker.
They just don't have nothing. It's not like they fighting against something. They don't have nothing. They just also don't have any talent and or skills. See, that's what happens when you go to prison. When you go to prison and you don't spend your time acquiring a habit or a skill, that means that you coming out of prison with the same thing you were in prison with. Now, the only thing you're doing while you in prison is gangster prison shit. When you come back out to the real world, how can you even build yourself up? How can you do anything? You can't. So a lot of these OGs that went to prison in the 80s, not all, a lot of these OGs that was in prison in the 90s, they didn't go to prison and learn anything. Jay Prince is attempting to defend his son, But what he's actually doing is, and this is because of a lot of other weirdo ass OGs, he's actually doing what people consider to be police work. Why? Because when you're in the street, you can't do some of the shit he's saying. You can't say some of the things that he's saying. You can't do some of the things that he's doing. Because he's supposed to be a real street nigga. Shout out to Lady Mo. She says, one, I think almost everything that happens with street niggas is ego driven. I think there's very few street niggas that do things that aren't ego driven. All right? That's why it's easy to kill them. Because all you got to do is get into a random bullshit ass argument with them and they're going to jump straight out the window.
What the fuck?
What did you say, nigga?
You understand? They're not gonna have the temperance to walk away from a problem that is not that is not theirs.
What?
You gotta understand, if someone else is angry at you, that's their problem. That's not your problem. You understand? Be mindful of when you allow somebody else to make their problem your problem. When somebody is pissed off at you, that's their problem. That's not your problem. This world is backwards. They try to make you feel like if somebody is mad at you, that you have to fight them. No, you don't. Where in the Bible did it say that anybody that God sent did anything because somebody disrespected them?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But where in the Bible does it say that somebody that was doing God's work acted in violence because somebody disrespected them? No. Only when people disrespect the Most High. Never because somebody disrespected you. You understand? So you got to understand what the Satan is really trying to do.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm seriously thinking about just worshiping the devil.
Satan always wants to put us in a position where we think we God. Satan just want to remove God from the equation. So yeah, I think this is ego driven. Because almost everything that happened in the street is ego driven. Think about that for a moment. Also, just so we could be clear, if every single person is going to heaven, then why would there even be a reason to have a hell? If every person is going to heaven, why would God make us do this? If the majority of people is going to heaven, why would we even have this whole time on earth? That's because not everybody is going to heaven.
What the fuck?
You stupid motherfucker.
Actually, a very small percentage of people are. And the way the world is going now, it should be easier for you to understand what you need to do to get into heaven. Remember that part. These movies are lying to you.
What the fuck?
They try to make you feel like everybody. No, most of the people that pass away that y'all think is, they are not in heaven. I don't care what El Boogie says. As far as I'm concerned, El Boogie only came here one time and she the ops. I didn't even remember who the situation was around. So you trying to tell me, Mr. Jimmy Belcher, I'm supposed to treat you different than all the other admin? That doesn't sound like ego. That doesn't sound like ego. I gotta treat you different than all the other admin. So you basically upset at me for being consistent with my behavior? Pay attention to what people say to you. My dude, I understand that it was a mistake. You understand? I understand it was a mistake, but there's already been a precedent set. If I didn't think it was a mistake, I would have kicked you. I didn't say you was the ops. I said somebody else was the ops. I don't want to talk about this because now you're putting words in my mouth and we all see it. We all see him putting words in my mouth, just so we can be clear. We all see it, putting words in my mouth. I said El Boogie was the ops. I said, no. What's up, Princess Trish? How you doing? I'm not discussing this no more. I'm not discussing this. I'm doing my show. I'm not discussing this because now you're putting words in my mouth.
Flashback.
So I'm just saying, let's just be clear. Literally what you just said is literally what you just said is that I gotta treat you better than all the other admin, because that's exactly what I do to any admin. Which we could absolutely all see, by the way. But I know you're right and I'm wrong. I get it. All right, so I want to be clear on something. I didn't put any words in your mouth, homie.
Flashback.
Literally, what you just said is that I got to treat you better than all the other admin, because that's exactly what I do to any admin. And I don't want to have this conversation here. Can you please stop trying to disrupt my show? Because that's what the people who don't like me want to do. So now you're making me feel like you are with them because you're trying to disrupt my show. Now do people get it? Now do people get it? Watch, he's going to keep trying to disrupt the show. He's not going to stop. But then if I do anything, I'm wrong. Arthur D. Glass says, my dude, he doesn't want to discuss it behind the scenes. All right, so just leave it.